Hello everyone and welcome back to APWC. Let's talk about all the movies and shows that I have watched this month. So without wasting any time, let's begin.
Ready.
War 2. You know something is seriously wrong when you want to watch the first part instead of watching this colossal mess. Just imagine War, a classic fight between HR and Tiger. Can't beat that. But in War 2, the storyline struggles under its own weight with sluggish pacing, predictable twist, and jarring VFX that makes you wanna say, Also, what's with the songs? Why are they so forgetful in comparison to its first part? War had some iconic songs, but in this one, the song placement is a big mess. It comes out of nowhere and adds to the pre-existing mess. All I gotta say is, Purane wale Ayan Mukherjee, lot out. We miss those films, so please continue making them. Next, I watched Caught Stealing, a Darren Aronofsky film that doesn't leave you disturbed in the end. Is quite unusual, but Caught Stealing is one of those films that I may revisit again after a few years, maybe for Zoe Kravitz. It is a fast-paced, engaging thriller that you just cannot leave midway. Austin Butler's performance in this film is commendable. A special shout out to Tonic the cat. Sometimes I feel being a cat person is not that bad. Next, I watched The Fantastic Four: First Steps. This latest reboot of the Fantastic Four makes me literally praise the older Fantastic Four. No, not this one. I'm talking about the Jessica Alba version. Well, this reboot is not bad, but somewhere the so-called MCU factor feels missing. It doesn't feel as rewarding as it was back in the day. Anyways, we do get to see a full-fledged Galactus in this film along with his female herald, Shala Bal, which was great, not gonna lie. Still, I'm not completely happy with MCU's movie slate this year. Next, I watched Mahavatar Narsimha. It's good to see animated films getting its due in India, especially films based on Hindu culture. This just goes to show that if handled properly with pure intentions, a film like this can do wonders.
ये बड़ी अच्छी बात कही आप.
Also, the voice actors have done a great job. Next, I watched They Call Him OG. This film made me believe that Saho was a great film, which didn't get its due.
It's showtime.
They Call Him OG is all over the place with its archaic story, told in a fancy Japanese way, which beyond a point didn't really make any sense. The cinematography is at its peak, but the storyline is pretty bleak. Next, I watched Param Sundari. Before y'all start trolling me, let me come clean. I know this film has flaws, especially with its stereotypical depiction of Kerala and Malayalis. In fact, being a Malayali myself, it was damn difficult to decode what Janvi was trying to say. Still, I mildly enjoyed this film. Maybe my expectations were low. Also, the songs were decent. Next, I watched Madharaasi. A.R. Murugadoss continues his disappointment streak after Sikandar. The action sequences are the highlight of this film. In fact, it is the saving grace for this film. उसके बिना शायद मूवी काफी predictable हो जाती.
ओह, ऐसा है क्या?
I don't know why I watched this film. I know why I watched this film, and you are right. I watched it for Vidyut Jamwal. Next, I watched The Long Walk. One of the craziest films I have seen this year. And I was damn excited to see it since it was an adaptation of Stephen King's book, The Long Walk. What a film. I enjoyed it. I highly recommend it. Next, I watched The Roses, a sharp-edged black comedy about how a wife's successful and a husband's failing career affects the relational dynamics.
Sometimes he's got his cock on me and I can't even tell.
While the witty dialogue and twisted humor lands perfectly, it's the end that made me believe that sometimes true love is hard to let go. Next, I watched Splitsville. As a dark comedy, this film explores friendship, marriage, and infidelity in a humorous way. The characters are flawed, messy, and often clueless, yet the film maintains a genuine sense of humor. Although in my honest opinion, this film could have benefited with a little bit of an emotional side, but I believe that's not what the writers were looking for. On a different note, I'm completely smitten by Adria Arona, and she has been on my celebrity crush list since Hitman last year. Next, I watched The Recruit Season 1 and 2. It was good to see Noah Centineo as a lawyer working for the CIA. Its theme reminded me of Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan, and one of the reasons for Netflix to discontinue this show was a similar show on Netflix called The Night Agent, which had a similar theme. Both the seasons are good and it's a binge-worthy show which you should definitely check out. Next, I watched A Bittersweet Life, a stylish neo-noir film about a loyal enforcer whose one act of compassion leads to brutal consequences. The film's violence is elegant, almost poetic, and the story explores loyalty, loneliness, and moral conflict.
Okay.
It's hard to believe that this film was remade as Avarapan. The songs of that film have still not left my playlist, and they'll continue to stay. Let's see what Avarapan 2 adds to my playlist. That's it for this video, guys. I'll see you in the next one, and if you liked this video, then do subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.